Nope, just a minute ago. 4 seconds ago, judge says because the media coalition went to the Supreme Court, it has slowed the process down. I call BS. You're giving them a run for their money. And you know what? At the end of the day, the Supreme Court provided their opinion. And unless you don't want to pick up the opinion of the Supreme Court, that's one thing. But let's be honest. The Supreme Court did speak. And they basically said if all the allegations from these media is true, then there is a standing and it appears to be a clear violation of the Constitution. If all are true. That's what it said. So, Judge, I haven't been retweeting these. I keep forgetting I need to be retweeting this. So we'll see. We'll see. That's disappointing. We just got something from Romaro TV. Let's see what they have to say. Oh, she just retweeted. She's not retweeting a lot. I guess she must have left or something. I'm kind of disappointed in that. So, like, really, the only mainstream people that we have to get information from is Brian Entin and Alexandra Duggan. I hope he doesn't start doing the same thing because that one was attached to that one. Okay. Here is, let's share this one. Judge says AP went straight to the Supreme Court and that triggered a delay within the request to scrap the gag order. Some testimony may be happening in the case from the AP, so judge says he thinks Gray should wait to hear that testimony. Of course he does, because the judge himself doesn't want to release this gag order. We have already proven that. We have already proven that it is a coordinated effort by the judge and by Megan Marshall, the magistrate judge, to keep this under wraps. And so the tactic here for the courts, the plaintiff, and the defendant is to delay. Like you've had 5 flipping months. What? 5 months the Gonzalez has been waiting for their day in court. The victims of one of the family of the victim. Literally the family of the victim. And you're putting them through this. Like, I don't know. We had so much hope and respect for the law enforcement out in Moscow, and then we have to deal with their justice system, which sucks. I feel like they're just ill-equipped. They have no experience in this. I hope that the venue is changed quickly. I think even if the venue's changed, the judge still stays on. I don't know how all that works. So they're asking the judge to address it this week. We don't know if he will. He's basically trying to corner, in my opinion, their attorney. What is this? Their attorney is... I don't know what Anya is talking about, but I'm going to stay away from that. Let's go over to Dugan and see if she's got any more information. And I just think this is a bunch of... This is posturing. I don't like it. I have no, me as a legal professional. Okay, irreparable harm goes both ways, judge says. Arguing that the First Amendment is absolute is troubling. The Associated Press needs to tone it down. So the judge is angry that the media has lost time and money. Apparently this judge needs to read the Supreme Court opinion and has. He doesn't care. It does go both ways. But you're saying something is happening that isn't happening, and you're trying to prevent something that has never happened, and that is specifically what the Supreme Court said you can't do. So no, we're not going to tone it down. I'm personally not going to tone it down. What I think they're doing is I think they're violating a lot of people's rights by saying, oh, well, Brian is not, he does not have more rights. Listen, they're running under the Second Amendment to the Constitution. The Sixth Amendment to the Constitution. There is a reason why the Constitution is written the way it is written, okay? There's a reason why each individual right is listed in the order that it is listed in, okay? There's a reason for that. It's not because they just put a bunch of stuff on paper. They did that for a reason. And I really truly believe, hold on. Judge says AP Media Coalition needs to tone it down. They're challenging the gag order. No, they do not. It's a violation of law. Because you know what? At the end of the day, they're going to force this into the Supreme Court, and this judge, every other judge across the state of Idaho can be happy that it was this judge, Judge John C. Judge, that forced this into the Supreme Court. And once he does that, there's no turning back. There's no turning back. And once the order from the Supreme Court goes out, that will lose their discretion on this matter moving forward. That is what he's doing. He is forcing this into the Supreme Court, in my opinion. And I hope he chooses not to do that. I really do. I hope he chooses not to do that. But we will find out. There's a lot of interest. There's a lot of interest here. My job is to consider all the potential harm or all the injuries. We all have constitutional responsibilities to the First and Sixth Amendment. What I'm seeing in the newspaper is no discussion about the importance of the Sixth Amendment. Yeah, Judge. He has a duty to a fair trial. What we're saying is there's less restrictive means to get there, exactly what the Supreme Court said. This judge is dense. 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 Just completely, utterly dense. This is an embarrassment. There are two different issues happening in court right now with the Kohberger gag order. One, the Gonzalez attorney wants clarity so he can speak on behalf of his clients. And two, Media Coalition is fighting for more public information and less restrictive gag order. So that's what's coming out of Team Enton at this moment. Let me go ahead and get him up here for you guys to see. There it is, 49 seconds ago. We are keeping you guys updated on here as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Lots of stuff are going on right now. And unfortunately, it's a tug and pull. But at the end of the day, I hope this judge does not force this into the Supreme Court. That is so stupid. Like, oh, whatever. Yeah, I know. The judge can't even pronounce Kaylee's name correctly. I mean, let's be honest here. I'm not trying to beat up the judge, but he's dense. He's dense. This is a coordinated effort of the judge, of the judicial process. Behind the scenes, this is coordinated. Behind the scenes, the judge, the defense, and the prosecution. Like, I almost want to file, like, I'll keep my mouth shut about that. But I foresee some complaints being filed to the state attorney. I really do. I think